Welcome once again to your grammar class, first years. Now today we are going to get the explanation of question tags. What is a question tag and what is the meaning of that and how to use. We have certain rules for that. We'll discuss about this one. And definition, it's a type of question form added to confirm a statement. Question tag is nothing difficult to understand, only there is a statement and to confirm that statement we put the question tag or we add the question tag. Now for there are certain rules to follow up, because as every language has the rules, the criterias we have to follow. If we want to speak the language, if we want to learn certain language, we need to learn the basic rules. Here also the basic rules are there which we have to follow, and I hope everybody know this one. This rules you must have heard and you must be following. So here it is. First, get the definition. Type of question form added to the statement to get the confirmation. It is okay. It is a difficult task, isn't it? Isn't it is the question tag. It is a difficult task is a question, is a statement. We are giving one statement, and to confirm that particular statement, we are giving adding one question tag. That is, isn't it? That is the question tag over there. Now, for the rules, the first rule is an affirmative or positive statement. Affirmative or positive, the both are the similar. It's synonym, same meaning for both. An affirmative or positive statement would have a negative question tag. It could get a negative question tag. For example, they are ready. This is a statement. Now we are confirming it. Aren't they? Because they are ready. This is in the positive format. So we have to add the negative question tag. Aren't they? Are they plus NT. NT, the short forms. Short forms should be used in framing the question tags. So, they are ready, aren't they? Then put a question mark. There is a need to put the question mark after the question tags. Next is a negative statement. For a negative statement, we can get a positive tag. For a positive statement, we can get a negative tag, vice versa. For negative statement, we get a positive tag. They are not yet ready. Here, this is the same sentence but in the negative format. They are not yet ready. Are they? Here we ask, aren't they? Because the statement is in the positive. Here we are asking, are they? Because the statement is in the negative. Okay, they are not yet ready. Are they? This is the confirmation. The confirming tag which we put with the question is question tag. These are the two rules. I hope you have got it. Now the third rule. A suitable pronoun is used according to the subject. Now here, these two sentences where we find they is they, both they. That means there is a subject there, we can get it. But if suppose they are not using any subject or the subject is a male or female, we have to check it out, and according to that we have to add the question tag. Now first is Srinivasa Ramanujan is a famous mathematician. Okay, this is a statement. Srinivasa Ramanujan is a famous mathematician. Isn't he? Because why we are adding he here? Because we know that Srinivasa Ramanujan was a male. So we are taking it he here. If suppose any lady's name would be there or any female name, we would have to take she. That's what a suitable pronoun is used according to the subject. Here the subject is Srinivasa Ramanujan. According to the subject, we are taking the pronoun over here. Next is normally players practice a lot. Now which is the subject here? players. Here we are not mentioning any gender. Normally players practice a lot. It may be a female cricket team or a male cricket team. Any players. So when we are taking like that, we have to use they. Don't they? Normally players practice a lot. This is a common you can say sentence or common statement. They are saying it as a habitual action that you can say for the simple present. This particular sentence doesn't show you any type of the tense. It is only in a simple present tense. Normally, a habitual action. Players practice a lot. Practiced, no, only practice. So it happens. It a daily action for the players. So at that time what we have to add? Don't they? Don't, because it is in the simple present and we know that they are not, the players is the third person in a plural form and we don't know about the genders, and also we have to take only they. Don't they, because the players are there in the plural form, so we are taking in the plural form. So this rule is about the subject. Whatever the subject is, according to that we have to add the suitable pronoun. Suitable pronoun haven't we added here? Yes, it is he here, it is they here, because here we are discussing about single person Srinivasa Ramanujan, that too a male, that's why we are taking he. Here we are taking about the talking about the players, so we have to take they. More than one players, plural, so we have to take they. I hope these are quite clear for you. Now we'll move to the another rules. Tag begins with the helping verb of the statement. Tag begins with the helping verb. This is the most important and a tip for the students to understand. Keep it in mind always, because sometimes students get confused that what could be the question tag, how to go for the, means like how to frame the question tag. Now here is that helping verb. Helping verb is like, this is the helping verb, this is the main verb, okay. This is the helping verb, this is the main verb. In this, when we are getting she can speak in English, okay, she can speak in English. What is the helping verb here? Can. And this sentence is in the positive. So what we have to do is that we have to add can't she, because can is the helping verb and we are taking the negative format for that, can't, and because already the subject is she, we are taking it as she. So always remember that if you have seen the helping verb, then use the same helping verb in the, if it is in the positive you can use in the negative, if it is in the negative you can use in the positive for the question tags. Now we'll go for the next one, which I just now have given the example. He did not attend the class. Here did is your actually helping verb and this is your main verb, okay. So when you have the helping verb, then it is very easy for you to frame the question tag. So he did not attend the class, did he, because did not is in the negative format. So we have to use the positive format here, plus the subject. What is the subject here? He. So we have to add he over there and then we can put a question mark. So he did not attend the class. Did he? That is the confirmation. Okay. Now with this I hope you have understood the rule. The rule is helping verb. The tag should start with the helping verb in the statement. And I have given you two examples where one is negative, the statement is positive and the tag is negative. And the next is statement is in the negative and the tag is in the positive. Now next is no helping verb. If there is no helping verb in the sentence, Yes, there are so many sentences where we don't find any helping verb. So don't get confused over there. If there is no helping verb, what we have to check it out? First we have to see that whether in which tense the sentence is. If the sentence is in the simple present, we have to use do or does. Do for whom? For first person, second person, singular and plural. Does for third person singular. For third person plural also we have to use do. So these are the rules which I explained during the explanation of simple present tense. If you didn't remember, if you haven't write down, it's very bad. Write it down in your grammar notes, because it could be a handy for you. You can check it out immediately and then you can get a immediate recall of the explanation. So here is that. If no helping verb, we have to check the sentence. If the sentence is in simple present, we have to use do or does according to the requirement. And if the sentence is in simple past, we have to use form of the did, either didn't or did, in the negative or in the positive. And did can be used for all the persons, first person, second person, third person, both for singular as well as the plural. Now, so I have given few of the sentences selected for you to get the clear understanding of this rule number 5. Now first is, the governor administers the oath of office to ministers. This sentence is in simple present tense, because here we are not using administered, and this is a regular action of a governor. For the first time he is not getting, or not getting for the last time. This is the regular action, or you can say the habitual action of the governor. What is the action? The governor administers the oath of office to ministers. Now governor is the third person. Singular or plural? It is singular. So we are taking, because the sentence is in the positive statement, the sentence or statement is in a positive format, we have to use the negative question tag. Doesn't he? Doesn't, because governor is a singular third person and the whole sentence is in the simple present tense. And he, because governor here referring to the male. So that's why we are taking that doesn't he. Now next is, children love to play with toys. Here do we find any auxiliary verb? No. Here also do we find any auxiliary verb or helping verbs? No helping verbs being given. Main verbs, administers, love, these are the main verbs, direct main verbs. Without getting any helping verb in between, we are using direct main verbs. Children love to play with toys. So here children is in a plural form, and love to play is not getting change. Like both the verb, loved, it is not there, it is love only. That means the verb is in the simple present tense, and you cannot say that in old days children loved to play with the toys, or in modern era children don't love to play with the toys. It's common, it is a regular action of the children. So we have to add here don't they. Why don't? Because the statement is in the positive format. So we have to go for the negative question tag. And why we are taking don't, why we are not taking doesn't? Because children is a plural of child. So we are taking plural, third person plural, get the do form. And because the statement is in positive, we are taking the negative question tag, that is don't they. Without any helping verbs, we are taking we are using the question tags by following this rule. Okay. Now next, third one is, they depended upon him. With this, can you guess that this is in which tense? Obviously it is in the simple past. They depended upon him. So when you get the simple past, you have to find out this one, and the sentence is in the positive format. So obviously your question tag will become negative, didn't they? Now I hope you have understood the whole. I have taken 3 different examples. One is the singular third person in simple present, plural third person in simple present, and third one is in the plural third persons in the past tense, simple past. For simple past there is no need for bothering about the singular or plural, or singular or plural are bothered, but actually not for the first and second and third person. Everybody would get the same. So here these are the 5 rules. Now with these 5 rules, once we'll sum it up. One is positive statement and negative tag. Negative statement, positive tag. Suitable pronoun to be added after saying the statement at the end of the question tag, which is the suitable pronoun. Now tag should start with the helping verb. If there is a helping verb in the sentence, we have to see that. If negative statement is there, we have to go for the positive helping verb at the end. And then the 5th rule is, if no helping verb is there, we have to see that whether the sentence is in which tense, simple present or simple past. Then we'll have to go for that, and we have to use this helping verbs at the end of the question or at the end of the statement to form a question tag. These are only 5 rules I have mentioned today. Now in the next class, we'll discuss about the further rules, and we'll try to go for the a little bit of the practice, which you can do and you can learn, you can study from your own study materials. On page number 135 it is there. You just have to go through that. Okay, so in the next class we'll meet with the further explanation. By the time, take care. Have a nice day.